Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Yeah, you just walked in the middle of us trying to garden, grow our own food. See, we figured out how to get past the snaggered fields. We need to run, but in order to run, we need to train, and in order to do that, we need food, but we already ate through all of our emergency food rations. It's so hot! And we sent Zach out about 3 days ago to go to the store, but he hasn't come back yet. Neither has Ruben and Alice. So, while we wait, and why don't we talk about a little game called Pikmin 3 about some tiny aliens that also are starving to death.
What's on the other side of the snaggered field anyways?
An ancient artifact of immense power. And you ruined my transition.
Yeah, but what is this artifact of ancient immeasurable power?
I don't want to tell you, because then it'll spoil the surprise! Pikmin 3 is in fact the second game I played in the series, and you know what? I couldn't figure out how to get to the first boss fight. I just didn't break this wall, even though I already broke 2 walls before this. But whatever, I was like 9, okay? Don't judge me. And that's where I got stuck until like 3 years later when I finally beat the game for the first time, which was awesome. And then I didn't replay it until Pikmin 3 Deluxe came out on the Switch. Despite going back and replaying Pikmin 1 on the GameCube religiously every year, I never wanted to go back to 3 for some reason until 3 Deluxe came out, and now I replay it at least like once a month. I am literally on the no out of bounds category extension speedrun leaderboards. I'm just cooler than you. And I will primarily be playing through the Switch version, considering the changes are very minor, and I don't like the controls in the Wii U version, like, at all. They just make me mad. And jumping into the game, we are shown an opening cutscene.
20XX. At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai.
Maybe it's just my dumb kid brain, but I always associate this intro cutscene with the Halo Wars intro cutscene.
5 years. 5 long years. That's how long it took us to get Harvest back. Go, go, go!
But yeah, the plot of this game is literally, if you die, the entire population of Kopai is dead too, which I think is just natural selection at that point. I mean, the narrator literally says,
A booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning.
like, really guys? You didn't plan for the fact that people, like, have children and then those children need to, like, eat food, and now you need to go out and find fruit on other planets? Like, that's cool, but, like, after not finding any fruit in the universe, apparently, they stumble across PNF 404, otherwise known as the Pikmin planet, otherwise known as Earth, and they send out 3 whole people to go look for food. The engineer, Alf, the botanist, Brittany, and, of course, the mohawk-having, Pikmin-throwing, mustache-enjoying, green-suited gamer, Captain Charlie. Together, these 3 captains will journey across PNF 404 in search of food and seeds in order to save their home planet. But as soon as they engage the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong. After crashing, all of their food is destroyed, they lost their special key that they need to get home, and everyone got separated. The first character that we get to play as is Captain Charlie. Oh yeah, damn it! Next, we get control of Alf, and he gets to wander around, and we find the red Pikmin, and we get to see a lot of the new features added in this game, like Lock-On. Holy crap, Lock-On is so good. It makes attacking and sending Pikmin where you want them to go a total breeze, and couple that with the new charge ability, where you can just send all of your squad onto, like, something. It's just amazing. I love it. and it is the best feature in the game, probably, maybe. The Pikmin can also now go back and forth from a destination. Like, look at how they're going back to grab more bridge pieces to build the bridge. I absolutely love it. I think it's great.
I wish you could go back and forth and build a bridge for me. What? You know what I mean, nerd.
But all of these additions, and more that I'll get to soon, make this game the most refined and best controlling game in the franchise thus far. It is so buttery smooth, and not even to mention the stellar, and I mean stellar visuals. This game looks so good, and I'm not really a graphics guy. Like, good graphics are cool and whatever, but I prefer if the game is fun. This game has both. The only thing I have against this game is that it is way too easy, at least compared to the other two. We went from the devastating to my patience Pikmin 2, and then we just transferred over to Baby's first Pikmin game. It's not a really big deal at the end of the day, but I think it is kind of a shame that it really lacks a lot of challenge for more veteran Pikmin players, like myself. But it does significantly lower the barrier to entry of the series, making it way better for newcomers, which I think is awesome. I really like this game, and part of that is definitely due to the addition of two new Pikmin types, Rock and Flying. Sadly, with their addition, the whites and purples do not appear in the main campaign. It is a real shame, but we do get to use them in challenge mode, which I will talk about here in a bit. Firstly, of the two new types, we have the Rock Pikmin, which are rocks. They have a hard outer body that can break crystals, and they are immune to being crushed. They're great. I love using them. Wallywogs no longer stand a chance. And then we have Winged Pikmin, which are incredibly busted. They make this game so easy. Okay, like right here, right? I'm supposed to do a whole puzzle here with 3 captains, but like, what if I just said, you know, fly, and they go and grab it for me? Then they just float over all the level hazards. It's super, super overpowered. I love it. It's great. Winged Pikmin for the win. But the main thing you will be doing in this game, with your two new Pikmin types, is collecting fruits. There are a total of 66 fruits to collect, and then juice. Juicing the fruits lags the game, and I love that so much. The physics of this juice are just so amazing that the game literally lags. But here's the thing. They brought back the time system of the first game, like where you were to, when you had limited time before, limited amount of days before you die or whatever, right? And that's awesome. I like that. But they tied it to the juice, and juice is the bar, and if you run out of juice, the game's over and you have to restart and stuff. But here's the thing. You get so much juice that at the end of an average playthrough, like, you have at least like 80 days worth of juice. So you might as well just have infinite time. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just think it is incredibly annoying that they kind of brought back the limited time thing that I liked so much about the first game, and then just made it pointless. But again, the juice lags the game, so that totally makes up for it. But other than the juice and the other stuff I've already mentioned, the other real big additions to this game are the 3 captains, the Go Here feature, and also the fused onion. The 3 captains is amazing. I'd have a similar problem to it as I did in 2, if not for the Go Here feature. I can pause the game and send someone over to the location on the map while I'm doing something else. I can even have all 3 captains going somewhere at once, and it's amazing. And with the 3 captain system, you also can now throw your captains to different ledges, which really adds to a new layer of level design, which I think is great.
Toss me. What? I cannot jump the distance, you'll have to toss me. Don't tell the elf. Not a word.
This is what I meant when I said in my Pikmin 2 video that the game's 2-player captain system is not the most refined. This is what I meant. This is the best part of the game other than the fused onion. At the end of each day that you discover a new onion, they fuse together and get larger. Now all of your Pikmin are stored in the same onion, and now it is way faster than just going to each onion and pulling them out one at a time. I think the old way looks cooler, but the new way is just way better, way faster, and way more effective. It makes starting each day way simpler, and I love it. But along your journey with the Pikmin, to find the Cosmic Drive Key and collect fruits, you find these things called data files, and they strangely belong to a man by the name of Captain Olimar. Hell yeah, baby! My boy is back! And he has our Cosmic Drive Key? Alright, we know where to go now. We know who we're looking for. Woo! So now, our goal is clear. We have to find Captain Olimar. And hey, wait, who's that? It's Louie. And the Copites think he's Captain Olimar. I know there is an in-universe explanation, but if Planet 404 really is Earth, like, bro, you could've just watched my Pikmin 1 and 2 videos. Duh. But anyways, we should now probably discuss all of the areas. So up first, we have the Tropical Wilds, a naturalistic tropical getaway from all of your troubles. And then we have the Garden of Hope, my least favorite area in the game. It's an okay place on your first landing, but you basically see everything it has to offer by the end of the second day. But when you do come back later on, you do get more to explore, but it's still really not all that much compared to each other area. And the whole water section is just kind of boring, in my opinion, compared to all of the other areas in the game. But next is my favorite, the Distant Tundra, a snowy paradise with lots of fun areas to explore, and I love it. And then we have the Twilight River, which has a really unique level gimmick of riding lily pads around, and to my knowledge, has the only orange bulborbs in the game. You know what I do to orange bulborbs. And then, the most unique level in the game, the final challenge, the Formidable Oak. I like most of these areas, and the music in them, but I think they have to be my least favorite in the series. I just find them smaller than ever, with a lot of stuff really cramped together, and they're just really not all that fun to explore most of the time. There are a few exceptions, like in the Tropical Wilds, walking across this narrow path after you throw yourself up this tree trunk, and that's cool, but other than that, yeah, they're kind of boring. Not bad, just my least favorite. They're just not the best this series has to offer. But found in these areas are the game's bosses, and they're fun. Really easy though. I mean, you can kind of just charge 100 Pikmin at them and then they die. But after all of our journey, and saving Louie from the Quaggled Mireclops, we head off to the Formidable Oak to find Captain Olimar, who is then eaten by a blob monster, and that's cool. We save him, and then we need to carry him back to the Drake. And while doing that, the Pikmin, they just can't find their way. So instead, they follow Brittany, which is really cool. You now have to lead your Pikmin through a bunch of puzzles and enemies to just really test your skills. And the unique gimmick of the Pikmin following Brittany while holding Olimar is really cool. But soon you escape, and Olimar is eaten again. You then battle the only difficult boss in the game, the Plasm Wraith. But after throwing enough Pikmin at his goo, he dies. But not really. And we save Olimar. He gives us the Cosmic Drive Key, and we head on back to Kopai victorious, and get one of 3 endings. The good ending, where we definitely save Kopai. The ending, where we may have saved Kopai. And the bad ending, where we probably killed Kopai. And that's about it for Pikmin 3 campaign-wise. Unless we're talking about Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Hey, Chris! Know what we should do? We should play Pikmin 3 Deluxe co-op campaign while we wait for our plants to grow.
I don't really wanna. I only really like competitive games. It's not very competitive.
We can play Bingo Battle after.
You son of a hocketation. I'm in. But I want to play out here because otherwise their plants are gonna die.
Alright, I'll go get my Switch.
Co-op campaign is awesome, but it's not the best. The whole game wasn't really designed around it, so it feels a bit strange, but it is still amazing and I love it. But other than the co-op campaign, we actually have 2 other modes, Challenge Mode and Bingo Battle. Challenge Mode is now divided into 3 separate sections. Collect treasures, battle enemies, and defeat bosses. Collecting treasures has you playing through a bunch of new levels, using a set number of Pikmin types to collect as many treasures as you can before the time runs out. Then we have kill enemies, which is just kill all the enemies before the time runs out. And lastly, we have defeat bosses, which pits you against all of the game's bosses, and you kill them all with a unique squad before the time runs out. And these are really fun. I think co-op wise, because you can play all these in co-op by the way, they are way better than Pikmin 2's. But I think if I was just playing by myself, I'd rather play Pikmin 2's challenge mode. But they are both good, except in the Wii U version, where Pikmin 3's challenge mode levels were paid DLC that you can't buy anymore because the eShop has been closed. So thankfully, all of that content has been preserved in the base game of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. But the other mode is Bingo Battle, and it is my favorite part of Pikmin 3. You get like 12 stages to fight on, and instead of just getting 4 marbles or your opponent's marble, you now have to make a line of items or enemies on a bingo card, and it's awesome. I like this a whole lot more, because it adds an extra layer of strategy. You know, do you go for your own stuff, or maybe try to grab the thing that you know your opponent is trying to get? It's awesome, and I think the maps in this game are even better than Pikmin 2's. No one really wants to play Bingo Battle with me though, because I'm just too good at the game.
Screw you, Barty. You're too good at this game.
You're just bad.
The sun was in my face the entire time.
Pikmin 3 Deluxe also adds a new side mode, which is basically just more mission mode stages, but they also help fill in the gap in Pikmin 3's story. Olimar's Assignment, a short 4-level adventure chronicling the journey of Olimar and Louie before they're both captured by monsters, and Olimar's Comeback, a story about Olimar fixing his ship after the president sent him back to the planet after being stuck there again. And these are fun, and playable in co-op as well. There's even collecting ship parts, kinda like in the first game, and I really like that. Also in 3 Deluxe is the returning Piccolopedia, a very strange omission from the Wii U version in I don't know why they would take it out. It's one of the best parts of Pikmin 2, and it's even better in 3 Deluxe, because now we have 5 captains giving their opinions on things, and it's awesome. Olimar, Louie, Alf, Brittany, and Charlie, each with their own unique descriptions of monsters and fruit, and I think it's awesome. It's a really, really good addition to this game. That should have been in the original Wii U version. Pikmin 3 is a fantastic game, and I love it. I think I have quite a few problems with the game, but, you know, mostly with the level design department, but do not let that take away from how much I absolutely love this game and all of the others in the series. If asked to rank any of them, I don't know what order they would be in, because it usually changes on a day-to-day basis. If I wake up one day, I might prefer Pikmin 3 to 2, or 2 to 3, or 1 to all of them. Who knows? And I love this game. I may not have liked it as much when I was a kid as the first one, or even the second one, but I think it still holds a very special place in my heart, as with all of the games in this series. Pikmin is one of the greatest franchises Nintendo or any game studio has ever produced, and I am so excited to finally see the 4th game come out. And with that, we're done. Except for flying on the map screen. Flying on the map screen is no longer fun. They ruined it. 0 to 10 game. Worst game ever. Nintendo. Fix it in the Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 but ever been a map screen.
God damn it, Brady. All the plants died when we were playing your stupid game.
You want to just go back inside?
Yeah, it sucks out here.
Okay. Man, it is cooler in here.
It really is. It is really nice compared to out there. Oh, hey, Ruben!
Ruben! What are you saying? You, Zach, and Alice were kidnapped by some organization, and you're the only one who managed to escape? They need our help. Like now? Alright. Let's go save our friend! Okay!
Sup guys, N-Card Barty here. I know that little ending sketch went on a little too long, but I needed to do a little bit of setup for next week's episode. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank Chris for being in this episode. I want to thank Parker for filming because I lost my tripod. And yeah, I'll be going live on July the 14th, no, the 13th, to play some Pikmin Randomizer after, this video comes out. So if you want to come watch, feel free to do that. That's probably the day after this video goes live, if I'm being honest. I tend to release these on Wednesdays. And I hope you guys stick around for more of the story. Anyways, I went on a little too long this time. Peace.